Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Last Cloudia video, and this one's been a long time in the making. I'm trying to make him as perfect as possible, trying to research as much as possible, looking all his skills, looking at what he can learn, getting all of his SC going, and I've got that, or as close as I possibly can in the meantime while this collaboration is still going on. If you're watching this far in the future, maybe this collaboration will come back and it'll be still, it'll still be interesting to you, maybe. But anyways, we're gonna be talking about Jen in this video, guys. And if you want to know about any other Starter Stone characters within the meantime, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below if you want to know about any other ones. Anyways, we're gonna be getting to Jen. So, yes, he's not max leveled yet, and his stats aren't really complete yet, but that's okay. If I would have waited any longer, I think the collaboration would have been over because it's only 4 days now. 4 days, and there's no way I'm going to be getting to max level at that point. So, you might be noticing that, yes, his stats are not that good. He's not complete yet, but his stats aren't going to be that much higher. And the reason for his stats not being too incredibly high is because he's not supposed to be your main DPS. So if you guys were confused and you're making him your main DPS and you're like, why is he not doing that much damage? Because he's supposed to be like a supporty, hybrid type, physical type DPS kind of, where he can be kind of like a hybrid, like I mentioned. So, first of all, let's get into the skills. His second and third are the best, absolutely. The first one is a niche thing that could possibly work if you can you get that to work. But I'm in this build I'm focusing on skill 2 and 3, and of course the last one, the special, is amazing as well. The special is one of the reasons why you're even bringing him along. It's actually kind of crazy. So, but you want to make him into kind of like the supporty type DPS on the side. He can be your healer too if you want to, because he can constantly keep getting MP back. So his skill 2 gives SCT 5 5-second recovery after a fixed amount of time, which is pretty good. That's a pretty good amount of time. And then that third skill is just like, wow. It just gives 20% physical damage, 20% effect to enemies. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And my skill build here will be Honey Elixir, which is good on him because he'll be getting a lot of MP because of his special. And if you don't have Honey Elixir, it's okay. It was on a limited time arc, the Final Fantasy Adventure, I believe. And exhaust unit MP to greatly recover HP and completely restore SCT. And you can target, I'm pretty sure, because it's magic. If you don't have it, unfortunate, but maybe it'll come back and you can get it. Definitely recommend it. Of course, you can get Glass Striker, which is important as well. It's like a mini Honey Elixir, but for all allies, and he can learn it himself, so you don't need to learn it from anything else, which is good. As you can see here, I got some medium tier spells here, the tier 2 spells, which is decent enough. Of course, I don't have all of them ready yet, but I could put in some other ones, and I've got a little bit of tankiness, and he can learn these. Super Bad Chemical, decent debuff, attack or strength and intelligence, 25% to an enemy, pretty decent. And it's reverse of the defense in mind. Some HP, some bulkiness, some MP. Of course, he can learn this himself, so that's quite good. A little bit of attack, just because. Some magic, critical hit, and proud force, pretty good. This he learns, and it's really good actually. Chance to receive damage to 0. I'm sure it's a low percentage, but it's still good. Illusion's always a good thing. Chance of evading physical attacks. Well, everything that you guys are seeing as 0 is that stuff that I already learned. Auto haste is very important, so he boosts his SCT of himself. Very, very useful. Healing boost because he has God Heal. Goddess Kiss, which is very important, but he can learn that. Spirit Breath, pretty good. If you combine this with one of the arcs that gives regeneration at the beginning of battle, this was pretty good. Impact, enable impact, just because it's just a little bit of damage. Close high, you're not. I'm not using a close in this build, but there are clothes that I don't personally have on my account, but there are clothes out there that are pretty good. I just don't think that I can't really go with that build, so I'm gonna be going the robe build instead. So a little bit of magic attack damage and stuff like that. I know there's a high robe boost that I'm gonna try to get eventually. So, and also I have skill charge 2 and 3 like I mentioned. I went on my way to get these. So they're pretty cheap and they are very, very cost effective. 3 cost for having a pretty decent rise in this ability here, and these abilities. So skill charge 2 and 3 are the best. And this one is skill 1, but it's not as good as these other two, I don't think. That's really good. Drink your cola and also false report are abilities that the area learns. So that's my build. You can change them around. You can change the elements around if you need those different elements. And eventually I'll try to figure out a way to put God Heal in there, because I did have that originally in there, but then I put Honey Elixir on there too. So I'll try to figure out a way to put God Heal in here, because it's amazing. Because it's basic. God Heal it describes itself. It describes itself. It's amazing heal. It stops time and it heals, so it guarantees you get that huge burst heal that you expect in an RPG game. Anyways, this could be a lot of things. I think that the Magic Mirror Palmaram does work on some of his abilities and things, so I definitely have this equipped. And you don't need this. This is good, but it's not amazing. So you could figure this something else. You could make this like just anything you want. And this is pretty good because it gives some HP and MP recovery, but you don't need it. There are other things out there you could put on. And of course, this is for free. You can get this for free in Arena, I believe, or somewhere. I can't remember where I got this actually, but you can get it. And it's free. I know this one is free for sure, 100%. And it's pretty good because it just does a little bit of magic damage. But if you have other staves, like the crit one, like the Heaven's Cry, it's also good. But you're probably gonna be having that on someone else. That's why I like this build, because all these items are probably not going to be in anyone else besides maybe the robe, but none of these items are going to be taking up any other space on your team, so it's good. And his traits are quite good in Arena, pretty good. I don't know why it doesn't really seem to be effective otherwise, like unless enemies have these killer effects. Maybe some bosses do have them, but I don't know. And of course, this physical attacking, chance to inflict receive damage 30% debuff to enemies, which is quite good. And this is a really good frontal attacks become attacks from behind, so that means all those backstab type abilities will work instantly, which is quite good. And this also is good. Silver Tongue at battle start, and when near death, give all allies but himself, I think, physical attack damage 20%, science magic damage 20%, which is pretty high for Senku, for example. You guys have no idea how much you can, like, this is pretty high. And also more likely to be targeted by enemies. That's okay. Is he tanky? Not really, but I can fix that. More likely to be targeted by enemies. It doesn't seem to really work that well in this game, unlike in Brave Exvius, where it's like instant, of course. It just seems like a vague term that sometimes it will make enemies come towards you, but it doesn't seem to be perfect. So in this instance, it's not that big of a deal. And like I mentioned, yes, his stats aren't looking too great, but I can fix that. When he gets max level, I'm sure he'll be a lot better off. And when his skill grid is done, I'm sure he'll be a lot better off. But in the end, guys, this is really how you should be building him. You want to focus on getting these 2 skills. I think that these 2 skills are pretty great, especially skill 2. I like skill 2 a lot, and also his special is very good. This is the reason why you're bringing him along. And of course, he has that ability in his skill grid that allows him to swap buffs and debuffs, which I've not learned just yet. I don't have enough just yet. When physical attacking, chance to flip enemy stat buffs and stat buffs and debuffs, which is very good. That's very good. That's one of the reasons why you would even bring him along, other than a lot of maybe Glass Record is also good. And also he has another stat. Well, I can learn this. Not yet. I need to save these crystals for someone else, but this is very good as well. This reverse cross, very nice. And left-right tampering is very good as well. Battle start. All enemies, by the way, this is actually a very good ability. 20% strength and also crit rate, 20% debuff on all enemies. So that's insane, actually. I think that's pretty crazy. And also, I think that he had decoy at level 1, yeah. It didn't show it there for some reason. I think I've passed it. But having decoy, an ability that costs quite a bit, and it's on one of the later levels on an arc, I believe, you just get this instantly, which I thought was mind-blowing. So at level 1 you get that. It's pretty crazy, I think. and I drink a cola, constant, occasionally recover HP and MP. So he's gonna have tons of HP and MP recovery. He is an SCT MP battery. If you guys want to make it even more simple, he is an SCT MP battery, and that's what you want to bring him along for. Not because he's a huge damage jump. He's gonna be doing thousands and thousands of damage. No, you're not gonna be doing any of that stuff. So guys, let me know what you guys think. Is you guys want to build him now that you saw this video, or are you discouraged because you wanted him to be your main damage dealer? Sorry to throw the bomb on you like that, but don't make him your main damage dealer because you'll be very sorry. Now, I got more characters here that I could review if you guys want me to. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want me to continue this or you just want me to drop it, and I'll do something else. So it's in your hands, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.